ADS-B, Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast. Okay, this is very important. It's used by aircraft to transmit their location and airspeed to air traffic controllers. And there's a lot more information you can find out. And I'll provide a link to this site. It's called landoflinux.com. And I'm on /linux_SDR_ADSB_GQRX_radio.html, but I will provide a link to that. This is one of the different uses of SDR. So we're not going to be using GQRX for this. We're actually going to install a piece of software directly. First thing we need to do is to download from GitHub. GitHub's a huge repository. Anybody can upload programs to it. It's really convenient. We just need to issue a few commands, and this is going to fail because I didn't take the $sign off the beginning. So by gitting, we're basically going to perform a download. From that repository, type my password incorrectly, and I haven't got Git installed. So that was short, wasn't it? Sudo apt install git. And Git's a repository for all types of software, not just Linux software. I use it professionally as well. And the software we're going to install is called Dump1090. And the reason it's called 1090 is because it's 1090 megahertz is the frequency that is internationally used for ADS-B signals. So now we have to do cd Dump1090. So Linux tip, type a couple of characters into the folder you want or the program you want, and then hit return, hit tab, and it will auto-complete it. Soon find out. I did a test run of this on another computer. I did get round this, and I can't remember how. Okay, so I had to have a look at the what I did on the previous installation. And basically, I had to do an installation. And I found this line, which I will post on the blog, which includes CMake, Build Essentials, libUSB, Qt5make, libpulsedev. And installing all that lot, I was then able to go down and install Dump1090, or at least do the first parts of it. And I have indeed done sudo make. Okay, so we now go /dump1090. Interactive. And if we're lucky, and I'm not, typo. Okay, now we sit and wait patiently. While we're waiting, I want to show you that the data really is around. Okay, we did pick one up. So, we haven't got the flight number yet. So this is just a piece of software running, and it's listening at 1090 megahertz on our SDR, which we previously set up. You can see this top one, the altitude is dropping or going up. there's one coming screaming past 28,000 feet. Somewhere around here. Oh, there. Could it be that one? I don't think he's at 28,000 feet. So if you click on the aeroplane, you can find his path, what height he's flying at. He's not sending that data back. We want one that's 28,000 feet. No, he's not giving altitude either. These guys are on the ground, which is probably why I'm not giving anything. So like most hobby stuff, there's a glider there. Oh, look at that. So yeah, flightradar24.com, it's free to use at this level. You have to have a few adverts and things. You can subscribe to it. It's free to have a basic login, and then you can pick up on data. And we've now got 3, which I'm really impressed with. I was running this downstairs and I was only getting a couple at once, and they were virtually going over my house. There's a couple of gliders up there. GCT UK, so we've got a chance of finding him. We'll literally just hover over each of them in turn until there he is. So that's a light aircraft, no surprise. And he does appear to be on approach, but he's at 117 knots, and they're indeed 113 knots. So we can see that this is the signal he's sending out, coming directly from his aircraft to my SDR radio. So it's 112 knots, and there it's showing 112 knots, which is 129 miles an hour. Basically add 10% to get miles an hour. From Northampton to Gloucester, so he's probably going to go screaming through East Midlands. I don't know, I'm not an expert on aviation, as some of you will have noticed, but we can see what is going on in our area. Nice to find TEU9. And you can make your own little database up of everything that comes past your house. You could make your own maps up, you could make your own version of flightradar24.com. So that's just really showing you a use for SDR radio that doesn't actually use audio, it's digital data. And there's a lot of digital data and a lot of different uses that we can do. So there he is, he goes screaming past my house. Does appear to be a bit all over the place, doesn't he? Well, look at that. Look at that for a flight path. That's interesting. If it's accurate. It's not always accurate. But that's Flight Radar 24. And again, he's cruising along, latitude and longitude. Don't ask me what track is. The number of messages, I don't know if this starts. I literally had this working the other night. I haven't fully understood everything about it yet, but it does appear that the number of messages increase. It probably starts at 1 and goes all the way up very quickly. And there we go, somebody fell off, and he's fell off. Don't know where he's gone. He must be flying too low for me to pick him up. He's dropped to 100 knots, so it's quite possibly he's coming in to land at EMA. East Midlands Airport for the uninitiated. So yeah, he's disappeared off our stuff. And then this TEU9 screaming along at 479 knots, but we can't find him. So yeah, it's good fun. So you're picking up the actual signal from the aircraft. So that's it. We'll come back in a minute and we'll have a look at some other stuff.